Hey guys, so this is a case study of one of our AI clients. They are one of the best clients we have ever worked with, and I'm excited to take you through their project and their case study. This is on our website. The client is Coworker.ai. What does Coworker do? They are essentially the AI brain of your business. So they connect to all of the standard sort of applications that a SaaS company uses. So think Slack for communication, GitHub for product, Jira for ticketing, CRM like Salesforce and HubSpot and Google Docs and all of these connectors, right? They go in, connect it, and that generates obviously a whole bunch of data. There's a lot of information that lives in there from the product, from documentation, from PRDs, from communication on Slack in group messages and individual messages and all this sort of stuff, right? They ingest all that, they go to a whole bunch of fancy stuff using modeling and AI, which I won't get into. And then you can essentially prompt their platform to ask questions, get answers instantly, go find me this document, run analysis on this, and then start performing work tasks as well. So it's not just RAG searches, it's very complicated analysis and is one of the best product demos I have ever seen. I see a lot of product demos. I don't usually get impressed by them at this point. As soon as I got introduced to the founder, I was like, I need to work with you guys. It was awesome. So we did a 3-month project. Basically, their challenge was super early, clearly have a very good product, very impressive product. They're having a lot of conversations. Top of funnel was going okay when we first joined. There was some question marks that the founder had to do with sales strategy. Who should we target was the main one. Second was, basic questions. I won't go into too much detail, but should we demo on the first call, all that sort of stuff, right? So these questions just weren't answered. I was introduced to the founder via a mutual connection. I believe he probably saw content like this and was like, what's Halen up to? We had a good relationship. So I was introduced, which was great. Anyone that introduces me, I'm very, very, very appreciative of that, especially when it's like this type of introduction. So I was introduced, we had a couple of meetings, we did product demos, etc., and decided to work together. On the 3-month project, we really wanted to figure out, number one, who's the best target? I know that's a very standard question, but with this product, it has so many applications to so many different job titles, functions, and seniorities within a business. So think about it, right? If you have all of your connected data, marketing can use it, sales can use it, operations can use it, finance could use it, product can use it, engineering can use it. It's like, okay, well, where the hell do you start? So that was the first thing. Let's go and test a whole bunch of ICP segments, who responds the best and who converts the best down funnel. Fantastic. The second challenge was because this is a new space, relatively new space, especially the way they're doing it is pretty different. It's new space and it's noisy, which means customers and prospects are confused. Where do I start? I want to do this AI stuff. How do I do it in my business? Refining what the value is to the prospect was, again, a super important stage that still isn't perfected by any means, but we drastically improved that narrative. At the end of the day, businesses don't buy a product because of emotion. It's not like you're buying a house, you're going to, look at them and, the school district here and the neighborhood and the living room and blah, blah. It's not an emotional buy. Everything comes down to numbers on a spreadsheet at the end of the day. So how do you tell that story that makes sense and resonates with the prospect? That was number 2. They didn't really know what channels were working. I mean, they weren't doing a crazy amount of outreach when I joined. It was mainly venture capitalist introductions, people they knew from their old lives in different companies, etc., etc. Those were the prospects that were coming in. Those were the clients that were closing. Getting a scaled approach hadn't happened yet. So that was part of my mandate, was to build that on LinkedIn specifically, which I feel like we have done a very good job of. Then we wanted to build out a few different workflows within LinkedIn. So not just cold, but starting to think about warm, people that hit the website, etc., people that comment on posts, like posts, etc. And then build out a sales playbook that lasts hopefully the next sort of 6 to 18 months. And that's everything from top of funnel, LinkedIn, messaging, targeting, how to get data, how to scrape data, how to ICP qualify, all this sort of stuff with Clay. And then what do we say on discovery calls? What questions are we asking? What indications lead to higher conversion? We were able to book 26 ICP fit meetings. We did book more than that, but a few of them were slightly outside of ICP. For example, I don't know if it's just the times right now, but a lot of people are out of work and they just haven't updated their LinkedIn yet. So we would book a meeting, and sometimes it's a Gmail, which is a fucking red flag all the time. I hate when people do that. So I always say, hey, are you still at your company? Because 9 times out of 10, they're not, or they think it's a investment opportunity or something that isn't, hey, we're trying to like sell your product. So 26 ICP fit meetings. Remember, this is in about 2 months, because the first month is like onboarding and messaging and building campaigns and all this sort of stuff. So pretty impressive. 19 discovery calls were held during that time. So we actually had the discovery call. 10 product demos were delivered. So not on the first call. We started doing that and quickly realized not a good idea. So 10 product demos with decision makers. So that's from first call to second call. And then 4 prospects actually made it into proof of concept phase, which basically means, hey, we are going to trial your product. We just have to figure it out. Now, obviously, business to business sales, there's complicated contracts, procurement, all that sort of stuff. So you're not going to magically close 4 in 3 months. Now, we have renewed. So those 4, I'll be managing through that sales process as well. And, if we can get 1 or 2, I would be over the moon, very happy. So all of that within 3 months is end-to-end sales from start to finish. This isn't like SDR hands off to AE, hands off to founder to close. No, this is a full end-to-end sales design, testing ICP segments, testing a thesis, how to run discovery, how to convert someone to demo, what's the hook at the end of each call to get them to a second call, how do you design a proof of concept, what's the best route to market, the most efficient, what are the red flags to look out for. This is everything. End to end. If you know any founders who need something like this, they're early stage, they're seed, they want to get to Series A, they want to raise their next round, they need 10 customers in the next year, like whatever that is, feel free to reach out. ScaleMate has significant expertise now across a variety of industries: cybersecurity, fintech, logistics tech, legal tech, privacy, AI. Like we've done a lot at this point. Any founder, feel free to reach out, and hopefully we can get you results just like this.